Miss Independence. How do I address you? Miss Independence or
Queen
K? Which one?
Independent.
Queen Independence.
Independent.
Independent.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I noticed that. I put in a ans on it, like independence. Queen Independent. Yeah, you're independent of anything or not independent of anything? Which one is it?
I'm very independent.
You're very independent. Okay. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
It's nice to see your face in the studio because and then once I see you, that means something good.
Yes, something good.
Something good coming. Something good coming, you know. And so tell me a little, well, before we go there, let's talk a little bit about last year. I'm not going to go where we were just a while ago, but tell me a little bit about last year's Calypso experience. And you traveled to Montserrat, of course, and then back here on a tight schedule. As a matter of fact, you made some travel last year. You went to Anguilla.
Yes, I did.
Represented Trinidad. And you've been busy. This year was a little bit slow for everybody. Nobody was moving anywhere.
Well, I was actually busy this year.
You were busy this year too?
Yes.
Not traveling though.
No.
But doing your own thing.
We did a couple Caribbean collaborations.
Oh yes. Something that I must say I like very much. I want to see more of that. You know, not because of a pandemic or anything like that, but because you guys know each other and you can reach out to each other.
We know each other now.
Okay then, nice. I like collaboration because it shows that we are expanding, you know. And Calypso is a tough job, isn't it? It's kind of up and then down and you're not sure where you are. What do you think about that?
I guess in the arena, you're unsure, but as an artist yourself, you're supposed to be sure in terms.
You're supposed to
of
be
who you
sure,
are.
but as far as like fan base and you know, it's not as powerful as soca music is. You know.
Well, actually, you just don't know.
Sometimes you got a great song, but it only might last a season. Sometimes it goes on.
It depends on the radio DJs actually.
A lot, though.
I'll say this much. When Badman Point of View and Ratatat is being played up to this day in Anguilla, in Trinidad. So it's just, you don't hear the songs much on local radio, but doesn't mean that they necessarily die.
I don't even want to go there with you. But you have a point for sure. But you know, we have a little stigmatization where carnival music seems to only play around carnival.
Correct.
And that is something that we have to correct. We don't do that at ZZ though. I mean, all year round you get your thing, you know. You may not get as much Calypso, you know, but on a basis Saturday mega mix, you know, we get the carnival music, right? There's it. Okay. So if you squeeze in a jumpy one for me, I will have it in rotation. You know, but so last year, tell me a little bit about last year and your experiences at 2019.
2019 was...
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
2019 was good. I would say that much. I participated in the Leeward Island competition where I placed second runner-up. The queen was Waxy from Anguilla. First runner-up was the Bia from Antigua. Of course, you know, it's always a pleasure performing with some legends, especially the Bia.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to Carifesta, which was a whole different ball game. For me, Carifesta was good and bad and everything in between.
Okay.
The last performance of the Carifesta actually collapsed.
Oh wow.
Yes, so I missed Marshall's show.
For the folks out there who don't know though, I would like to bring this here to the forefront. I'm sure you're not ashamed of it or hiding it, but you are asthmatic.
I am.
Okay, because these are things I think people would need to know sometimes, okay?
Yes.
They would understand. Some people don't understand what asthma is all about, but it's just like the COVID, as they say, you can't breathe.
Correct.
right? And so you have no control over that. And when people see you on stage, they must say, hey, listen, this lady is putting her best foot forward, because it can come on at any time. A matter of fact, excitement can bring that on.
Correct.
You know, so people need to know that. I don't want, if something happened, people think that you're putting on something that's a serious business, you know. So I would like to put that out there for the public to really understand.
Yes. Right
Okay?
after I
So-
finished performed and in the Savannah, I collapsed.
Yep,
Yes. So
that's excitement right there.
right after that, missed Marshall big show because of course I had to be home and bed rest.
Wow.
But it was live, and what they did was they pick out some of the best performances during the Carrie Festa to play as commercials in between Marshall show.
So,
And I was
so you
part
get to
of
know.
it.
I like that.
And if I was at the show, I wouldn't have been able to see it.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, look at me.
You might have collapsed again. Excitement, bring this on, man. So
Then we
20
went straight into Carnival,
Yeah.
which I won the female show. And then the big show that I was not successful in, but of course, very thankful for my participation. I went into that show very, 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 very ill. I was not feeling well at all. I was one of the first victims of the NOAA, or the cold that was going on in December.
or the sinkest form of COVID.
Yes.
Some people say it was,
And when I went in, I really wasn't, but I gave out the best that I could. And the following day, I came out of the hospital at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And I got ready because they changed the date of the show in Mount Strat to accommodate St. Kitts.
Yeah.
So I got up. I went with my manager, Clifford, Isaac Ip. And during the whole time, I was just
Out of it.
out of it. Even to play the music that we had a lot of problem with. Ip and all actually had to play for me the final night. But the girls in Mount Strat, the different breed of girls, oh my God, they made sure
You were
that I
good.
was okay.
Okay.
As soon as I come down on the
Montserrat
stage,
is a wonderful place.
the girls were from all over the Caribbean actually.
Well, once you reach Montserrat, you change into wonderful. Something over there. I
I
don't
didn't
know.
have any voice. One of the girls went and she brought something to me. They said it's the Mount Strat way. Oh my God. It tasted terrible.
Oh, but it
But
worked.
it worked.
Okay, then. There you go.
And the support that I had from the girls down there, they made sure that I was okay all the way. They made sure I was okay. When I came off the stage, somebody had me pump in their hand. So,
Wow.
yes, it's a different kind of camaraderie.
Wow. I know. And then you came home and boy, they were all gunning for you. That's what it is when you're at the top, I mean, that's the way it goes. They're all gunning for you.
Well,
and
they say the only way to go from the bottom is the top.
that's true. And when you're at the top, you know where else is to go. They're going to go at you. But I mean, hey, you did you do, and you're back again this year.
Yes.
This year is not, from what I gather, it's not as tough a competition or go get them kind of competition, because everything is kind of up in the air
It's
right
the same.
now.
It's the same. Well, we having 16 finalists. We're not having the normal semi-finals. We're just going to have the elimination and pick 16. Well, 15 from that, plus the reigning king, and then we'll have the big
One
show.
song, singing
Yeah.
one song, basically. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had Shannon in here on Saturday, so we have all the updates as to what's going on. And some of it, well, most of it would be zoomed instead of a packed crowd, like,
Correct.
with me in the audience making that. Okay, so you're here today with a brand new track for Sugar Mass 49. Tell me a little bit about it. I see the words. Let me see the name of it. Is Change It?
The name of the song is Change the Conversation.
Okay, came up on my thing as Change It.
Yes.
But change the conversation. Okay, sounds good. Topic sounds good. Well, name sound good. Waiting for topic.
Okay, so technically, I started writing 2 songs for this year. And because of the change in having a 1-song competition, I had to find a topic that could hold all the things that I wanted to talk about in my 2 songs. And then we got to the name, Change the Conversation. Change the Conversation took me a while. It gave me a couple licks to put together. But I started out to talk about politics because there is a lot of things that's happening in St. Kitts right now. There's a line inside of the song that at first when you listen it, you might take it wrong, which means our colors are fighting and our country is bleeding. It has nothing to do with crime and violence. It has to do with the politics of things and how we in St. Kitts, we right now killing one another for politics. The country has been in election mode since 2013. We have not settled. And we need to come to the realization that a government is in, and whether we like it or we don't like it, we have to accept the government of the day and move forward.
Yeah, make the best
when
of it.
2024 come on, 2025, and you're ready to go back into action, then that is when we go back into action. But the country itself need healing.
But you know, this seems to be the norm of the world right now. Who would have thought America would have been doing the things that this so-called third world countries do?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't know. This seems to be the medication right now, where you just divide and then you just go down that road and can't seem to turn around.
People need to come back. We need to come back together.
I don't know, but we ourselves are starting to even hate each other for no particular reason.
No particular reason.
You know, if you say hi to somebody now, they watch you like, you talking to me?
Correct.
You know,
and that's based
like really crazy. You know?
Then,
most of it sometimes don't have anything to do with politics. You don't even know the person.
Which leads me to my second verse.
Okay, then. There
Rumors.
you writing, man. You're writing. Oh, you didn't get the memo that I sent you. Oh, okay, then.
The second
rumors
verse,
is another one.
The second verse is about rumors.
Propagandas.
Correct. Because we damage a lot of reputations with stories that we hear, we have made them
and
truth.
Don't question them.
Correct.
Yes.
There's a line that I have that said, his love should be his choice. There's a lot of, like, somebody come and say, well, 1 year you are Miss Independent in a relationship. And the first thing they say, she? And it happens.
And give me a history of you that they don't even know about.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it happens to so many young women now that after them just give up, they stop trying out. They start the verse with, have you ever heard a conversation about yourself and wonder where you was when it happened? Because sometimes it lick you down.
Hello, popularity, girl, you ain't want nothing with that. I could tell you.
The story lick you down, you're like, what?
The question, can I really do that?
The last verse.
Yeah, but that's the problem we have where people do not question. I'm one of those persons who I'm not, you're not nice giving me news. I tend to kind of spoil the news, like asking you sure you a deal? How you know? You know what I mean? Yeah, because I'm a victim of that system, so I understand that a lot of times when you hear things,
and it's so very easy to
truth.
Believe. Usually,
yeah, but sometimes it don't make sense.
And then sometimes you hear some stories, they'll be like, what? Like, who come up with this?
Boy, I used to say maybe they went sleep, had a dream, wake up in the morning, think it's true, and tell somebody you're here. I don't know. That was my terminology, you know. And then after a while, you just give up on it and you say, you know what? If you say I am. What I'm going to do is make sure that I am not.
Correct.
You see how it works?
And the last verse is technically touching on the young people and how the mature people treat us, because it's always that our generation is lost and but you're not giving up the chair for us to try. You're not giving up the chair for us to show you that we know what's going on. We got it.
Our generation learned from our elders, so we carried on the mantle.
Careful, Wani.
No, I'm telling you, I span one of the best generation. And not too good. It's happening because a lot of folks are not listening when mommy say, you got to go school, learn your lesson, and get a job. You see, a lot of young folks miss out I ain't doing the school, I ain't learning the lesson. The job thing don't come when it come. No, we got a problem. It don't work that way.
Now, let me go to a song written by my friend, my dear friend in
I like
Trinidad,
this conversation, man.
Halen Francis.
And it says,
you teach us.
You teach us. So you're
Correct.
saying that the parents are not
So-
teaching the kids?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
We learn from what we see.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's a part in this song that says you abuse about crime and violence, but we're watching you from since the Wild Wild West.
That's similar to
we
Don't Blame Me Now. Very
Correct.
similar to that,
correct,
right?
but there's a lot of things that we could do or we could help do. One of the things that I realized
And you're
about
not getting
some of
chance
the
to.
correct, some of the elders
Understand
doing
that.
is that you got your trophy and I'm supposed to shine it, but you're not telling me or teaching me how, to get
a
my own
trophy.
trophy.
Okay.
So there is a
I
need.
can feel that.
There's a need for discussion.
There's
the conversation
some,
needs to
that's where the
change.
conversation is working here. There is some who don't want to show you how to get your own trophy. That is true, but that's a very small
But the same thing that
number.
you're talking about is a very
You know,
small number.
who
The
don't
youths
want to
are
learn.
hungry. They're hungry right now. So give them the opportunity to eat.
You don't have kids, right?
No.
Okay, when you get yours, you can see what I'm talking about. Because I have two of them. And if you start to talk about old age, they say, Daddy, that sounds boring. End the story. You understand? I mean, you find ways to keep them on the straight path and stuff like that. But that is not about the straight path alone. It's about understanding what life is about. You see, if there was a disaster right now, people my age can live and survive.
People my age can't.
You can't live without your phone. I could live without my phone. You can't cook on coals and oil stove and so you ain't have a clue.
You can't
ain't
say
lighting.
can't.
You ain't
cannot
lighting
say
no
that.
fire stone. You ain't know you're gonna bust your finger with the fire stone.
can't
No, I'm
say
telling
that.
you. But you see why I'm saying what I'm saying is because we were taught that from a generation before us.
But you
So
have
we
to
came
remember,
up
Ronnie, the
understanding it.
generations change.
Hold on. Here I'm telling you, the generations always change. But we
Correct.
came from the stone and we went to the oil stove, then we went to the gas stove, now we
Correct.
gone to the electricity.
Correct.
You now don't know anything about the oil stove and the stone because your parents, even if they try to tell you, be like, oh, please, me not do that. It was not a no, we not do that. It was a, I understand what you did, be a part of it, and then went onward. You see what I'm saying?
But before electric stove, we had gas. So, if a hurricane come today, God forbid,
yeah.
we still have a gas stove. The gas stove is still functional. The electric stove might not be
Not
functional.
when the gas tank can't come to you.
Not when what?
The gas tank can't come to you. You need the gas
Trust me,
tank
there's
to
a
come
lot
to you.
of things that
You
that
see-
you guys listen. As long as we
I don't
need
think you
to,
understand
as long
what
as
I'm
we
saying.
need to
What
do
we
it,
start-
we will
what
do
we are
it.
speaking about is natural life. If there's a disaster, you could find stick and stone and board and wood and paper anywhere and some matches to light. But if you can get, say for instance, they will mash up this, that boat can't land, can't get gas. You see how far I'm taking you? I'm taking you to a point where our mindset is so wide that we can adapt to things. Whereas the generation now has this narrow donkey with blinders on mindset where the phone is their heart, information is just flowing. Ask a youngster what happened 5 years ago. He has no clue. Too much information on 2020. Just going through. You look in your phone and you see it and then you delete it. It doesn't really matter. We can't delete what we have learned. But anyhow,
I realize you're on
the change is the change. I like the conversation. That's what we said. Change the conversation. Me and you doing it right now. What a way of representing your song. Eh? A good way to introduce it right now also. So here comes the Monarch. Well, Lady K, Miss Independent. Yes, she is in the studio and here to break a brand new track. And this one, she says, change the conversation. Let's give this one a listen. I'm dying to hear it. I have not listened it. I like to do that. I want to hear it when you are in front of me so we can dissect a little bit. Here we go.
just can't see it. I'm waiting for a revolution, so I might as well start it. Oh, land of beauty is broken, her colors are all at war, her fertile soil is bloody. Oh, Father, please help me. Politicians are fighting, can we please work hand in hand? Say kids and Nevis is shaking, can we please save our land? Politics bring hate, it's bitter, we curse one another as our nation does. But as we reflect on the motto, it makes me wonder if our country comes first. We need to change the conversation and normalize the truth. We need to change the conversation, and it starts with me and you. No hanky-panky, don't cover it up, don't sugarcoat the matter. Cause if we don't address what is happening, the whole nation will suffer. Change it, this generational curse. Change it before we see the worst. Change it, let's make a stand and change the conversation. Story about you and wonder when did it happen? Have you ever stopped and analyzed? They hate you because of lies. The reputation is broken, we don't stop to ask the truth. Your tongue made me a victim, you didn't stop to nurse the wounds. We hurt one another while leaving stars for life. Instead we uplift one another, we make it harder. Someone's truth we sacrifice. We need to change the conversation and start questioning the truth. We need to change the conversation, and it starts with me and you. Don't discriminate, only spread the hate, whether gunman or a pastor. If we don't address what is happening, the whole nation will suffer. Change it, you have the power to say no. Change it, tell them nothing tall go so. Change it, our life's in your hands, so change the conversation. Future, but are we really? We're not granted opportunities, then you call us lazy. but we went to get the degree, and our future is well equipped. We're ready to follow your footprints and create a masterpiece with it. The young people are ready. Don't tell us it's not our time. The young people are ready. Is it your future? Is it mine? In order to protect our future, we need one another to build up a legacy. The young people have a plan. We taking a stand and starting the conversation. We need to start the conversation and educate the youth. We need to start the conversation. And we have to tell the truth. Change it. We always a fight, but camaraderie and unity means we should unite. Change it. It's not the cupboard for me, but find a way for parents to feed their picnic. Change it. The youths have a plan, so give them a say at the conversation. Change it. The reputation will die, so stop spreading rumors and save a life. Change it. The white collar or not, a thief is a thief, whether kettle or pot. Change it. It's the mothers for me. Stop allowing your boyfriends to rape your picnic. Change it. They are still a child. After 12 is not lunch, your damn pedophile. Change it. Change the conversation.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well. I am totally sold. Change the conversation. After 12, it's not lunch. Oh my God. Girl, you kicked this one out of the park, man. This is a masterpiece. Musically arranged by
Clifford Isaac with a touch of Mr. Connery Smith.
Oh man, I could have smelled some Maynard in there, man. I could have sniffed some Maynard in there. Listen, this is a big track. This is a big track. I like the fact that you covered so much grounds on it.
Thank you.
You know, political grounds, growing up generation gaps, rumors, spreading rumors, fake news. You know?
I see you smile the same part that Sugar Bowl smile at.
Which one is that?
With a white collar or not. A
Oh,
thief is a thief.
yeah. A thief is a thief, whether you're a thief in a kettle or a pot, right?
Correct.
Man, and speaking about that, there's a lot of that going around these days. You know, not
Correct.
only shoplifting these days anymore. Yeah.
We will stand up
Black
next
and
to a
blue.
man who steals $50,000, but we'll curse a man who steals 20.
Yeah. It's a way of life, isn't it?
Interesting way.
Yeah, that's what they say now, you know. The good is bad and bad is good. Yeah. The new norm. The new norm. You are definitely ready. You are definitely ready for this one. You are definitely ready for this one, man. And wow. You put some thought into this. How long you been writing this one?
A month and a half to
Month
be
and a
exact.
half. They say good songs usually come quick.
Well, the best when my friend got shot.
When you won your first crown?
2017. Well, my first senior crown was 2017, but my first one was in 2009.
What was your big song?
Where's the leadership?
With the leadership, yeah. Good songs all the way, man.
He'll be like, you could do it, you could do it, you could do it.
All right. I think you start to like have that flavor, you see, and so.
But there is a friend of mine, but she's one of the top, if not the top, female calypsonian right now in Trinidad, Karina Chef. She's my go-to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if a
You
steak,
you got contacts, man.
it was
You got peoples, man.
correct.
Hey.
That's Miguel right there.
Nice.
So if a
nice.
steak, I just a call her, Karen, you know, as him.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what he's doing. I'll give him this much because he's an extremely busy guy. I'll say, Azim, I'm call you back. No, okay, I'm call you back. And then he does. He calls back and he gives his input in which way. So it's not necessarily that I sit down and I just wait. I have people that says, man, it could be better. Even if they wouldn't put in any input, they would say, okay then,
Well, at least you know.
I
go back
change
and-
the
yeah,
melody
yeah.
or something, yeah.
But I love this one. I like the syncopations in there that hits you bam in the face and wake you up and say, hey, attention here, focus.
Because there's some things in Sankis that we really need to sort out. Are the things that is taboo that shouldn't be? Are the things that come out and bark at you? We as women we are not allowed to go on dates, especially in Sankis, because they see me with somebody today and somebody tomorrow. And the conversation starts.
Yeah.
When the conversation should not start.
Well, I think women created that problem
They did.
because you all don't speak to people unless you have interest. See what I'm talking about? I can't talk to you like a friend because
Everybody's
you're trying to get me,
Correct.
Even if you hit up somebody, like suppose you send hi to somebody and trying to get me.
That's the first thing comes to their mind.
Yeah, so that is created. So if somebody see you nice, then I get you. You see? You created that problem. Okay, so what's in the future for Miss Independent? Yeah, make sure the dunt in there. Guys.
Working on, when I was very young, I always wanted a place to go to where I can be myself, where I can sing and so forth. So I was not granted that opportunity, but I am not
Fairy
creating.
tale wall or what?
No,
Okay then.
I'm not creating
Just
that.
check it.
Trying to create that opportunity for young people who have talent, who is interested in writing, engineering, mastering, everything that has to do with music.
Okay.
I'm now creating that, so we're going to start a school that would accommodate children who
Have a
is
place
interested in
already, or you have a place designated
that.
already?
Yes, we have a place, but we still doing a little one-to on it
okay,
before.
great,
Yeah.
great, yeah. Well, all the best in that. That sounds like a good project. I mean, a matter of fact, one of the things I can probably tune you to is take a walk, maybe to the children home. There will be good kids in there who might be, have an open mind, but the system just, ain't open for them.
And that's most of
Take
that.
a peek in there, maybe adopt a kid from India to come to the classes and get a feel of what you're doing,
Okay.
Sounds good, right? Well, looking forward to that, man. We're going to change the conversation some way, somehow. And I hope this coming Carnival Sugar Mass 49, you are on stage during the semis. You're going to be in the tents?
I will be in the tents.
All right. So we're going to hear more.
First tent
and
will be on the
see.
21st of December. That is, Legends is supposed to be having a tent this coming Saturday.
Yes.
But the tent that I is Proud Sounds Grandmasters, which will be the 21st and the 5th.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to I'm sure I'm going to be there somewhere, somehow, whether by Zoom or one of the engineers in some way. That's how I'm coming in and sneaky and say, I'm engineering, please.
And you give your plan on radio.
You know what I mean? Of course. Somewhere, somehow, I come under the disguise of ZIZ Radio. We are part of the whole thing. ZIZ is the hub of Carnival, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, of course, I have to give thanks to everybody who helped in terms of getting this song ready. Of course, my listeners. So we have Karine Asher, we have Jessica Jeffords, Omar Hodge, of course, Azim Bailey, Patrice Harris, everybody who take the time out to listen to me madness, Sharissa Tuckett, and of course, the bad boys, of course, Clifford Isaac and Candice Maynard. Huge shout out to my friends that are listening, to Miss Independent fans always, and special shout out to you, Mr. Omari.
All right. Nice. Good to go. Okay, so thanks for coming in, giving us a really good track to put into rotation for Sugar Mass 49, and
You're
all
most
the
welcome.
best in your endeavors, and of course in that school that you want to create.
Correct.
I wish you all the best on that also.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good one now.
I will.
Okay, that was the Modak, Miss Independent. She's dropping her track here, and for you who did not hear the full one, we're gonna bring that right back. It's time to change the conversation. Oh yes, alrighty then, we would say. It's a Wednesday morning, huh? I'm going to be with you until 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, it's Frank and Candy. I'll be in the background taking your calls back then. But in the meantime, here we go.
I'm waiting for a change to happen, but I just can't see it. I'm waiting for a revolution, so I might as well start it. Oh, land of beauty is broken. Her colors are all at war. Her fertile soil is bloody. Oh, Father, please help me. Politicians are fighting. Can we please work hand in hand? Say Kitts and Nevis is shaking. Can we please save our land? Politics bring hate, it's bitter. We curse one another as our nation does. But as we reflect on the motto, it makes me wonder if our country comes first. We need to change the conversation and normalize the truth. We need to change the conversation. And it starts with me and you. No hanky-panky, don't cover it up. Don't sugarcoat the matter. Cause if we don't address what is happening, the whole nation will suffer. Changing this generational. And when did it happen? Have you ever stopped and analyzed? They hate you because of lies. The reputation is broken. We don't stop to ask the truth. Your tongue made me a victim. You didn't stop to nurse the wounds. Why are you spreading rumors? How many hearts did you sacrifice? Why are you spreading rumors? His love should be his choice. Rumors are lies, dear bitter. We hurt one another while leaving stars for life. Instead we uplift one another. We make it harder. Someone's truth we sacrifice. We need to change the conversation and start questioning the truth. We need to change the conversation. And it starts with me and you. Rumors don't discriminate, only spread hate. Whether gunman or a pastor, if we don't address what is happening, the whole nation will suffer. Change it. You have the power to say no. Change it. Tell them nothing tall go so. Change it. Our lives in your hands, so change the conversation. future, but are we really? We're not granted opportunities, then you call us lazy. But we went to get the degree, and our future is well equipped. We're ready to follow your footprints and create a masterpiece with it. The young people are ready. Don't tell us it's not our time. The young people are ready. Is it your future? Is it mine? In order to protect our future, we need one another to build up a legacy. The young people have a plan. We taking a stand and starting the conversation. We need to start the conversation and educate the youth. We need to start the conversation, and we have to tell the truth. Change it. We always a fight, but camaraderie and unity means we should unite. Change it. It's not the cupboard for me, but find a way for parents to feed their picnic. Change it. The youths have a plan, so give them a say at the conversation. Change it. The reputation will die, so stop spreading rumors and save a life. Change it. The white collar or not, a thief is a thief whether kettle or pot. Change it. It's the mothers for me. Stop allowing your boyfriends to rape your picnic. Change it. They are still a child. After 12 is not lunch, your damn pedophile. Change it. Change the conversation.
All right, there you got it, man. From the top right down to the bottom, man. A beautiful track. We got to change the conversation. We got to ask more questions sometimes.
ZIZ Radio, entertaining the nation, enjoyed by the world.
Music, math, and folklore. Experience the vibrancy of Sugar Mass 49 digitally, anytime, anywhere. Stay connected on our social media platforms by subscribing to our YouTube channel and liking our Facebook page SAN Carnival for updates on live virtual events, competitions, and much more. Carnival celebrations redefined for Sugar Mass 49. Strict COVID-19 health and safety protocols will be observed.
When I wake up in the morning, I just have to smile. National Caribbean Insurance is on my side. Granting you a peace of mind is what they do. At every stage of life, NCI is there for you. For 45 years, National Caribbean Insurance has been serving, protecting, and satisfying the people of St. Kitts, Nevis, and Anguilla. Over 4 decades of financial soundness, NCI takes pride in being number one. National Caribbean Insurance offers a diverse range of superior insurance products. An experienced staff is always ready to assist. NCI is committed to satisfying all your insurance needs. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI. When I wake up in the morning, I just have to smile. National Caribbean Insurance is on my side. Granting you a peace of mind is what they do. At every stage of life, NCI is there for you.
ZIZ Radio now presents Bulletin Board, a look at what's happening in and around our community.
We now take a look at items of general interest on Bulletin Board. SCELEC wishes to advise the general public of scheduled maintenance outages as part of their ongoing efforts to improve reliability. Tuesday 10th and Wednesday 11th November from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, Camps McKinley Heights and West Farm. Wednesday 11th November from 9 in the morning to 12 noon, Gillard's Meadow. Customers in these communities are asked to note that electricity supply may be interrupted later and restored earlier than the scheduled times. Therefore, please be guided accordingly. The general public is asked to note that the next meeting of the CFBC Excellence Toastmasters Club will be held on Wednesday, 11th November at the Nathaniel John Hospitality Center main campus of CFBC. Please note, masks are to be worn as all COVID-19 protocols will be followed. For further information, call 663-9220. The Public Works Department would like to advise the general public that Surrey Paving and Aggregate Company Limited has commenced roadworks along Wellington Road through to the RLB International Airport roundabout until Friday, 13th November. Restricted parking will be in place along the said corridor. This is to allow the works to engage in milling, crushed base, and paving. Any inconvenience caused is regretted. Please be guided accordingly. The Water Services Department would like to advise residents of Deep Bay that households may experience low pressure and in some instances no supply of water. The team is working to address a technical pumping issue that has affected the supply. Further updates will be provided subsequently. Any inconvenience caused is regretted. The general public is reminded that permission must be sought from the Ministry of Tourism prior to hosting social events at the Black Rocks facility, including the deck viewing platforms. These events include weddings, parties, fetes, fairs, bazaars, festivals, film and theatre productions, and any other organized social activity. To gain permission, kindly contact the Ministry of Tourism at 467-1390 or email Ministry of Tourism St. Kitts at gmail.com. Finally, the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force is inviting suitably qualified persons to apply to become members of the regular and reserve forces. Interested persons are encouraged to collect an application form at the Defence Force Headquarters, Camp Springfield, and should be returned with 2 recent testimonials, curriculum vitae, a copy of your academic qualifications, and your birth certificate. Completed applications are to be submitted to Personnel Department, St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force Headquarters, Camp Springfield, Bastia, St. Kitts. For further information, call 466-9279. And that's Bulletin Board.
This has been Bulletin Board, heard every weekday at 7:15 and 10:30 a.m. Also at 12:30, 4:30, and